This is Bochi. If you don't know her, she basically took over the anime community a few years ago. And this is Light, the hugely popular protagonist of the hugely popular series Death Note. Both characters are quite well known, however, Bochi is widely regarded to be an incredibly relatable protag, but Light is the complete opposite. But why is that? Theoretically, the thing that an individual finds relatable should vary from person to person as everyone has their own unique personality. But then why do we hear about characters being regarded as relatable on such a large scale? How can a character make such a wide range of people see a part of themselves in them? That will be the topic of discussion for today. First, let's start by discussing the examples I mentioned, Boji and Light, because there's actually quite a bit we can learn from just these two. Boji is shy, very shy, incredibly socially anxious and introverted, whereas Light is incredibly smart, highly charismatic, and very good at handling people. What immediately jumps out is that Boji has a lot more flaws than Light. While Light is portrayed as a perfect individual, Boji has quite a few flaws that hold her back. Whereas Light's every move is cold and calculated, Boji has a lot more trouble doing basically anything that involves more than one person. Let's take a look at their goals as well. Bochi wants to become a professional guitarist. She wants to take her band to greater heights and she wants to become popular. Whereas Light basically wants to become God. He wants to use the powers of the Death Note to eradicate all evil. As for what is evil, that is for him to decide. Do you notice a pattern here? Most of Light's traits and goals seem incredibly fictional, larger than life even. He's painted as an individual so perfect that it's hard to believe someone like him could actually exist. And that's what makes him unrelatable to most people. But on the other hand, Bochi is a lot more down to earth. Yes, some of her traits are a little extra at times for comedic effect, but still, the core of her character feels human. And that's the thing that separates relatable characters from non-relatable ones. They feel human. Because think about it. How are you going to see part of yourself in a character if you can't even see them as human? And it's not just these two. We can see this pattern in all other characters that are considered either relatable or unrelatable. Now, all of this isn't to say that unrelatable characters are bad, because they aren't. Light Yagami is still one of the best written fictional characters, and even if he isn't relatable, Death Note as a whole is far more popular than Bocchi the Rock. However, it's important to understand the effect relatable characters can have on people. If a movie, show, or video game presents you a character that you can relate to, shows their struggles, and shows them improve, it's incredibly motivating and sometimes downright inspirational. And there are actual studies that have been done to support this. The social learning theory states that people learn by observing others, even if they're fictional. So, when a character that goes through the same struggles as someone is able to overcome those struggles, it makes that person think that they could do it too. In fact, these characters can have a positive impact on people's mental health too. Studies have found that when people identify with fictional characters, it can reduce feelings of loneliness, make you feel seen, and improve your mood. So, we found that relatability is about a lot more than just thinking a character is like you. It's about seeing part of yourself through that character, learning from yourself, and maybe even walking away from it just that little bit stronger. I've been your host for the day. I hope you learned something new, or at the very least enjoyed your stay, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye. Also, comment down below what your favorite relatable character is. Not only is it like, a fun exercise, but it's also good for the algorithm. Okay, see ya.